Right. Today's lesson is about the nested list and how we can convert this nested list to a nested list or a normal list to a menu. So that is what we are going to discuss today. The first thing is the list item. I can see list item, then unordered list for list items, then ordered list. In under this ordered list, so there is unordered list, the first one. Okay, the second one, there is a ordered list again, starting from 1 and starting from 3. Yeah, correct. That organizing of that is correct. List type should be not bullet. The list type should be, you can say, list type disk, D-I-S-C. D-I-S-C. Okay, save it and then you can see the preview. Just go to the preview. Okay, right now you are getting, okay. So you don't want, on the problem is you don't want this text in, text you don't want that in red, right? Is it?
Yes. Yes.
That you have to only write the particular specific, the bullet part, and after that you can make, you have to convert that to another style. Maybe you can add a span. You can add a span there and mention that span style is some black color or something. So that is what we are going to learn today. No. Inside this list item, inside the list item, if you do the change, okay, let's do it for a small letter, one letter. Just go after letter N. After letter N, can you start something called like this? After letter N, Nissan. Here you have Nissan. No?
Yes.
Okay. They are just Nissan, right? Nissan. Just after letter N, try to include something like the span style, then equal. I can mention color black, and then you have to ISSAN Nissan, and then close the span. That is one method, right? That is one small method, that one thing that you can do to convert the text. Okay. So after letter N, letter N, span style, you can see this span style, color black. Can do something like that to write the remaining letters in style, STYLE style, to make the remaining letters appear in black color. I think you have spelling mistake concern about that too. Style, the spellings are wrong. Likewise, you can try to apply that to the specific part of, after applying this to the list, the specific part of that can be changed. Okay. So what can you see after that?
Here or there?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
It's making that, so even after letter N also you can do, but you have to close the span, right? Here you have to close the span. After using that, you have to close this here. The closing tag need to be added. Closing of a span tag. No, span is a tag. Right? This is opening tag. After that, the closing tag. Any opening tag. No, any open, you know this. This is the opening tag of LI and this is the closing tag. Similar to that, this is the opening tag of span and there should be a closing tag too after this.
Here.
No, not there. That is opening tag. So can you see this is opening tag? Let me highlight that. I think you have forgotten things. This is opening tag. Where is the closing tag? Closing tag of that is this one. Right?
Yes.
Open. Then span is opening tag. This whole thing up to here is opening tag. So why use erase that? You have to keep that. Okay, now where's the closing tag of that? No, that is not closing tag.
This one.
No, that is closing tag of li. How come that?
Okay.
Don't forget, right? Don't forget the basic rules. Otherwise, don't tell that there is very dangerous statement. You cannot like that. Okay, then other things also you can apply the same thing, because dangerous statement means why? Because if you call this small part a closing tag, then I have really doubt whether you understood. This is not a closing tag. This is a part of opening tag, right? Because tag, so please
I
don't.
thought this was only one.
No, that like here, this one. This one has opening tag and this one is a closing tag for the specific opening.
No, I thought it was like that break tag.
No, not that. So those are special tag. BR is a special tag, which is empty tag. You are not going to write any content there, no. But here in the span tag, the content is Nissan. Nissan belongs to the particular spanning tag. So this is the content. When there is a content, you have to close it.
Okay.
And HR tag, you don't have a closing tag. HR tag is because no content for the HR. So if there are no content, you can close like this, but otherwise you have to close specifically because Nissan belongs to that particular span, right? Similar to that, you can copy paste this span, copy that and paste it here, paste it here, paste it here. For Suzuki, Toyota, and Audi. And closing tag also you have to copy and paste. That is a long way, but that will make only the bullet appearing in red color. Yes, you have to add the closing tag there. Now you can see when you run that, when you save that and open, the bullets are appearing in particular red color that you have mentioned here in a color code, RGB code. Okay, other than that, you can see the text is appearing in black because of the special instruction there. But in the UL, the list bullets are appearing in the red color because of this. Bullet color is this, but text color is this. Text color we have manually changed. We have applied inline styles and changed that. Right, let's learn about this styling today. So what are these styles? Because we have not discussed about. Okay. Understood about this?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's move to the today's lesson that is about the styling part of this list. And before that, we need to learn what are these style sheets and how they behave. Already we have learned about under our HTML lesson, we have already learned under our HTML lesson, we have already learned the basic tags. Then we have learned.
Sir, you are not clear.
Now it's okay, right? Oh, still not clear. Hello? Okay.
Now okay.
Let me try with the data connection. See here, there's a problem, signals. Okay, I hope now it's clear to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, we have already discussed about the basic tags and then the attributes. And then we have discussed about HTML colors. And then we have discussed about entities we have earned. We have discussed about empty tags, nested tags, lists, and tables. Okay, let's move to the styles now. Okay, can you see this? Right, can you write down the heading? CSS, cascading
Yes,
style sheets.
sir.
Please write down this cascading style sheets. Okay.
Is the whole page?
No, no need to write down everything. I will highlight. Okay, only the highlighted parts. Only the highlighted parts.
Okay, sir.
CSS, cascading style sheets. Actually, there was something called browser in the era, the previous era, where actually browsers were trying to introduce new tags. So some browsers were like, they would like to display a web page in a nicer, better than the other browsers. So they have introduced new tags. But this was just spoiling the HTML domain, because then there are some tags working in some browsers, but some other tags are not working in some other browsers because they have introduced that. Then that is not actually consistent. No, that is not very good, because different tags are, so it should be common to everywhere, common to every browser. Therefore, the people who set the standard for web, these are called W3C, World Wide Web Consortium. Actually, father of web is Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee heads this W3C. He has founded and head. And then what they have done, they said, no, don't do this. Don't change HTML. Let it be. Do not change HTML. Let it be like that. And if you want to add styles, nice things, we will introduce another new language. The new language is called CSS, cascading style. That is just for the styling. Don't change the structure. Let the structure be as it is. But let's change the style using styling sheets. They have suggested CSS. Actually, CSS can be used in three ways. So one way is called inline CSS. What we have used recently within the tag, that is called inline, but that is applicable only within the specific tag, right? Whatever the style that you mention in your code is applicable only within that tag. That is the disadvantage. But there are some other CSS versions too, that is inline, where you can add the style tag in the head section. Then to the entire page, it is valid. Once you add to the head section, it is valid through valid throughout the page, entire page. So that is the second.
Okay, sir.
Then external is the third category, where you can mention your style in a separate file, a different file. So then the advantage is other files can reference that. Other files can call that file. The specific that file, the other files can call and reference. That is the idea of like adding this to external file. Then many files can call single CSS file. It's really reusable, saving the coding space. Right, likewise, we are also using pre-built CSS now, already coded and designed styles. We can use Bootstrap, and there are some famous other versions like styling. For styling, you can include that Google CSS. These versions are there. You can include that as well. Let's see how CSS treat an element. So HTML element, the content of the HTML element, it will recognize as a 2D box with 4 sides. You didn't draw this, right? 2D box with 4 sides. The top, top, right, bottom, and left. Actually, within outside the content, there's something called padding. Padding is gap between the content and the board. Padding, right? Padding left, top. So this right and bottom. So normally the style is top, right, bottom, left. Top, right, bottom, left is the order of the styles, right? 4 sides. This is order of the styles. Order of the styles. Style is basically TRBL style, top, right, bottom, left. Right? Padding top, padding right, padding bottom, padding left. We can give in such order. Normal order is here. You can say, okay, no need to draw this. Normal order is top, right, bottom, left. Then the shorthand version, you can mention the top and bottom together and right and left together. Top, bottom together, then right and left. And if you want to have the very short version for all the four corners, you can mention just as one. So let's see these examples. Otherwise, you won't understand what is this. But before that, I want you to draw this nicely like this and just write down this. And I will explain this with examples then. First draw this and write this, and then I will explain with the examples.
Okay.
A lot to do now. We have to learn the applicability of all 3 styles, inline, internal, external, and also we need to know how these 4 sides can be handled. So what is the short notation, normal notation, and very short notation? So let's learn about that now. Okay, I would like to shift to the coding to teach you about this. And we have few to learn. So in HTML, I purposely dropped some lessons, but we have to do object linking and embedding that we have to learn. So after that, we need to learn about, after our OLE, we have to learn about the entities and also frames and frame sets. We will learn about that later. But for the moment, let's learn the CSS part, because then you can style your web pages. Let's create a new page, and I'm going to create a new one. And okay, let's create one with the list HTML. You can do this with me. Let me save this as basic HTML file in desktop. And open it. Okay, here's the file, and you can see the hello page now. But I just want to add a small style here. I'm going to add this with a paragraph tag. First, I'm going to apply this as inline style. Inline means within the tag as an attribute. The method of having CSS, adding CSS is first write the property. Well, let's say I want to change the color, COLOR, then colon, then you can give the specific color. Let's get this color I want. First the property, colon, the value, after that semicolon. Property, colon, value, semicolon. That is the method. You can see color has changed. Property, colon, value, semicolon. I want to make it a little bit darker. So I'm changing this to low values, because low values are dark, high values are light. Let's lower the red. Let's lower the green as well. and blue, let's keep the blue as it is. Now this is the color. And if I want to add another one, another style, for an example, border, or not border, let me add something like, okay, padding. Padding is basically the gap. You can tell padding 30 pixels. Then padding is the property, colon, value is 30 pixels. Then padding will be applied from top and top, bottom, right, left, all the sides. All the sides. If I write another one, hello, now you can see because of the padding, it displays here. Because all around the padding applied. And all around the padding applied. Because this is the very short. Very short is given 4 sides. But if you want, you can give something like this. You can give top 30 pixel, bottom 0 pixel, top right 0 pixel, and bottom 2 pixel, and left 100 pixels. Likewise, you can give TRBL, top, right, bottom, left. Then you can see this change. Top 30, then right, no, bottom 2 pixel, and here 100 pixels left. Likewise, you can add for the 4 sides. But if you add 2 sides like this, then top bottom will be 30 pixel, left right will be 0 pixel. Top bottom 30 pixel, left right 0 pixels. That is the circle. So likewise, all 3 notations can be added. Top right, bottom left, or top right and bottom left separately. Sorry, top bottom and right left separately, or all top right, bottom left, all sides.
Okay.
Okay. So then let's try for the border as well. Actually, border is a bit complex because border can also be added. Border, let's say if you add TRBL style, I'm adding the top border 10 pixel, bottom border, right border 3 pixel, bottom border 5 pixel, or let's 20 pixel. Visible, some make it visible, right? Then the right border 50 pixel, but nothing appears. And nothing appears. When you try this TRBL style, nothing appears. The reason is border has width, border has a color, border has a size as well. I have only given the border width, border size. So you can see if I put a dash here, these are the possibilities for the borders. How many possibilities? See, border has bottom, border bottom color, border bottom radius, border bottom left, bottom right radius, bottom style, bottom width, right? Border color, border image, image slice, in a lot of things are there, right? Border radius. Let's make it easy to understand. I'm going to add border. First, I'm going to add a border color. Border COLOR color. Color, sorry, COLOR. This is the not the British version, the American version of color. Border color. Let's have a color, right? Color red. For 4 sides, you can have you can apply 4 colors, right? Okay, top bottom red, the bottom then top and bottom left. The other 2 sides, let's think black, red and black. Okay, then border size is given, border width. This one. Terminate border width, and after that the border then also it is not visible, right? Yeah. Border color, border width, because border style is needed. Border style. Let's make it solid. For all 4 sides, solid. Now you can see how the border appears.
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of properties, right? A lot of properties. Border color red. Border color red and black. Again, you have to mention like this. You can say border top color. Some one color. Border top color black. Lot of properties are there, no? Then border left color. Green. This should be without quotation. Sorry, this should be without quotation. Black. Then the blue board. Likewise, now you can see it's multiple. Have we given a very large border to the paragraph? Yes, we have not controlled the width of the paragraph. That is why it is spanning all away. Width of the paragraph, let's control it to 200 pixels. Otherwise, the paragraph will be wider. Right now, we can see 4 styles of borders, 4 colors. Likewise, the font color will be applied to the border. The font color will be applied to the common border, but after that, you can see these different properties are now applied. Try this. Now you can apply nicely formatted. This is just for testing, but you can do nice editing with this.
Okay.
Finish.
No, when I lose the track of time, I stopped it and watched it.
Oh. So can you do this?
Okay.
Okay, I will give you time. Do it and tell me.
Okay.
Internal inline style, you can mention the style will be applied to this. That is true, but it is kind of a mess. You can see because a lot of coding inside a single tag. So it's very difficult to read. Make it easier. You can do, actually you can apply this in the style tag, within style tag in the head section. You can copy or cut the same and paste it here. But the thing is, there is a specialty. You have to exactly tell to where you are applying this style. If I want to apply this to paragraph, I can tell P, and then within curly braces, I can give this style. The advantage is it will identify P is paragraph tag, this one, P is paragraph tag, and all the formatting that I have mentioned here will be then applied to the particular paragraph, and it's very clear to read now, right? It's very clear to read. You can see it's very, very clear. All the styles are now clearly mentioned. So you can see the same result. No changes, same result. But this hello will not get that. But if I make it a paragraph, the second hello, if I like change it to a paragraph, so see what will happen. There will be another one with the same style. If I include another one, let's see, let's think another one, maybe division, division, hello. Oh, paragraph I couldn't close properly. This is division, hello. But for the division, that style is not applied, only for the paragraph. If I try to apply another paragraph, another one, my paragraph, you can see it applied here also. Okay, for all the paragraphs now, style is there now. That is the advantage. No need to rewrite for each. For all the paragraph, it will share. So if you want to add a padding bottom, let's increase the padding bottom to top, right, bottom 20. Then it will move like it looks like a box now. Right now, you can change this, right? Another one is you can round. If you want to round the corner, you can use border radius for all corners, or you can change it, right? 12 pixel, then all the corners will be 12 pixel rounding, something like this. But if you want to round corners in a different angle, 12 pixel, 9 pixel, 50 pixel, 50 pixel, 100 pixels, so see the rounding. So different rounding style. 4 corners will get 4 rounding styles. Or you can just control it to 2 for 1, 2 for another, 2 for another. Likewise, the shorthand, the very shorthand, and the long notation can be applied to round this.
Okay.
Okay, you can try it now. So you can make your own versions, right? So no need to apply the same. You can, but apply, maybe you can use the same wordings, but different colors, different combinations, different values can change. Okay, the background color, if you want to change, it is background color. Right, let's apply hash background color, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, light blue version of that. Sorry, this one. Oh, red, green, make it more lighter. I'm going to make it A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, F, very lighter version. Okay. Try it now. Now there are three ways of adding styles. We have learned two out of that, that is inline and internal. So let's make it external now. Actually, before that, I would like to show you other than these tags, because if you apply style to a tag, so it is going to apply for everywhere where that tag is. Therefore, so that is not a good thing, because sometimes we don't want to format all the paragraphs in that way. We don't want to format all the paragraphs in that way. Therefore, there's something called class selector. So let's do something like this. This is called tag selector. Tag is basically, if you add to div, you can see the particular formatting will apply to the division. But paragraphs will be normal. Then now division is appearing that way. Likewise, the tag to tag, this is different. If you add this to body, so it will try to manipulate body according to that. The entire body. Right. Likewise, wherever when you apply to the tag, it's getting the particular style. Therefore, to stop that, there is something called classes. You can mention class and then mention the class name. Let's say my class MC, something like this. And then here you have to put .mc. Then the particular class will get the formatting, not the other. You can see. Right? This is how we control. And if you add this to the div, now paragraph and div are two different tags. Paragraph tag is different from the div tag. But since classes are same, you can see. So both paragraph and div will get the same result. This is called the class selector. This is called the class selector. Okay, this is the second selector type. The first selector type is the tag selector. The second selector type is class selector. Okay. Wait. Okay. Here, please write down this. There are three selector types: tag selector, class selector, and ID selector. Styling type, did you write that inline style? No. All right, we wrote that. Okay. Now the tag selector types. Class selector selector can be applied for multiple places. As you saw here, the class selector can be applied to multiple places, right? Here, this one is a class, this one is a class, but the ID selectors are special because ID is something unique. Then if you have create ID selector with hash, let's say my ID, color green, and let's add something like background colors there, color green, okay. Okay, let's make it a button. Border, 1 pixel border around border is 1 pixel, and solid border, and maybe it's a gray color border. Then border radius 12 pixels, and background color is hash red, green, blue. Red, green, blue. Let's make more blue. Reduce the green, red. Okay. I just want to make this white color font, and the width is 100 pixels, and the height is 40 pixels. And margin, that's around like automatic margins. Let's make it center. Automatic margins will give automatic top margin, bottom margin, right and left. Will make it center. And if I try to apply this to now another one, P my button, but this one you can apply the class ID equal my ID. So let's see how this looks like after the creation. You can see this is like a button now. And only thing is the button is not, the text is not aligned. To align, we can make, just remove that, this part without margin auto will make this center line. No, it's okay, it's okay. The text align, let's change it to the center. Okay, and text align center. Then I just need to put the text a little bit down so I can change the padding top 10 pixel to make it okay, now you can see it's further, right? 15, 18, like that. Okay, now it's centered, and let's increase the width to 140. Okay, so a bit wider. And the font, I just want to change this font, font family Roboto. Okay. Then I just want to change, okay, all this. Okay, I just need to change the cursor when it is moved. The cursor is like selection cursor. Can you see the pointer is changing to the selection cursor, right? I just want to change it to hand. Therefore, this is actually a dynamic event. We call that a pseudo class. My ID, when hover, when I move in the mouse, I just need to toss, change the cursor to pointer. See what will happen, right? When I move in, it's changing to hand. Now it looks like a button. Right? It's changing to hand. It looks like a button. Okay, cursor pointer, and then I just need to change the background color also. Background color, let's make it bit darker than this background color. I'm copying the same background color and reducing the color numbers. 1 here, 8 here, and C here will make it little darker than the previous. Okay, here. Can you see when I move, it gets darker. If you want to change the color, yes, you can do that. That will appear here also. Let's see, color changing is also possible, but let's keep the color as it is. Let's change the color. It's okay. Let's change the color to see what will happen there. That is possible. Now this is acting like a button, but this is not clickable because it's not moving anywhere. But if you want to make it clickable, then here you can say A, right? A tag is anchor tag, you know, and href. Href, you can say http://www.google.com. Visit Google. This can be added. Oh, what has happened? AID href. Okay, everything is okay. Everything is okay. Except, let's add something like this. Okay, let's make it a paragraph. Inside that, we can make the link, I guess. Otherwise, it's not showing the changes properly. Href, the link. Href, the link. Inside that, visit Google, right? Save, refresh. Now the visit Google is there, but it is underlined. I just want to change that underline also. That can be done this way. You can mention the class nesting. Class nesting means inside my ID, there is a tag called A. This is my ID, that is ID selector. My ID means ID selector. A is, what is the selector type? A is, we learned 3 selector types. ID selector, tag selector, class selector. My ID is ID selector, right? Because of hash. A is?
ID select.
My ID is ID selector because of hash, right? Dot MC is a class selector because of dot. A is?
Tag select.
Tag select, right? A is tag select. You can say the style, you can remove the underline style by putting text, decoration, none. So no underlining will be there. You can see, and the font color you can change by color is white. Now perfectly done. You can see visit Google, but you have to click on this. Then it will visit Google website. Okay, lot of codes. Let's do that, right? Now a lot of codes. I have done quickly, but you have to get the experience. Is there anything unclear?
No.
Okay, let's try that. After today's work, you have a lot of homeworks to do, right? A lot of decoration. You can decorate, you can add the colors, add borders, all these things.
Yes.
Okay.
Here.
How to like okay. My ID.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
Now the alignment problem is there, right? The alignment is not really text align, TXT, EXT, ALIGN center. Okay, that is correct. Padding top. Okay, padding top is there. Roboto, dress, solid border, white color. Hoover is there. Okay, go down. Please move down. Paragraph my ID. Okay, this then visit Google is outside the paragraph, right? That is the thing, outside the A tag. That is the reason. So it should be inside this, right? The visit Google is the link, right? Hello? Hello? Yeah. Have you changed that? So can you just share? Otherwise, I cannot guide you. Have you placed that? Yeah, visit Google should come there, right? Because that is the link. Now see. No, refresh the page. Refresh the page. Okay, click on the link. I think you have not saved that.
Save.
Now try. Refresh the page. Right click on that. Inspect. Okay. Can you see? Expand this paragraph one. Expand this paragraph. This one. Just expand using this button. Just expand using this button. Okay. href equal, right? You have minus. Href equal. Href equal should become, right? Can you close this and go back to the coding? Is it href? H-E-R-F name, H-R-E-F. H-R-E-F. Okay. Try this now.
Okay.
Okay. The other things, the alignment and everything that you have to manage, so that you can do that by arranging the coding, right? Other thing, so visit Google, there is a space, maybe you have to change. This is like width is too much. Likewise, you can margin auto, it's okay, you can keep that there, doesn't matter. Padding, maybe padding left you can change. Try to change different things and get this arranged so you can do the experiment by your own.
Okay.
Let's go to the list conversion now. That was our main goal today. How can we convert a list to a menu? So let's see that now. I'm going to take a new copy of this file new and paste this as a copy, and then this part and this part as well, and I'm going to include a list there. So let me save this as list menu.html, and here I'm going to include a unordered list. Okay, let me add few menu items now. Okay, when you save like this and when you're opening this, you can see okay, this one you can see, right? Then what? You have to style this, right? Let's go, let's add some styles. Unknown list items, or you can say unordered list. Inside that the list items, I need to display them as blocks. Display block. So what will happen? So let me show. Save, refresh. You can see bullets removed now, and I'm going to float them left side. So what will happen? It will be like so in a single line floating, and let's give a gap. Width, I'm going to set for each 200 pixels width. Okay, too much, right? 150 maybe, 150 width. Right, let me align the UL, or let's have a div there. That div, I'm going to close it here, and I'm going to give ID for that div as menu. So I'm going to this, and for the menu, let me set the width 960 pixels in width, and margin is automatic, therefore it will center the everything is centered now. Okay, I'm done with that. The height I have to change GHT, let's say 150 pixels in height. Okay, done. Top padding can be added to change the padding. Padding top. Padding top 30 pixels. Okay, too much. 10 pixels. Okay, good. So let's color the area now. I'm going to add the background color for each. Background color. I can select from this, so even. Okay. And then, I can write the color code red. Easy to write the color code red, green, blue. Reduce the red. Okay. Then padding, top bottom padding is the 20 pixels, and left right padding, let's change to 20 pixels, 20 pixels, 10 pixels for the left line, right padding, 20 and 10. Okay, good. Looks good. Text align, center. Very good. The color of the font is white. Font family, Verdana. Okay. Font size. Now I have explained a lot of new things. 11 pixels in font size. Oh, too small. 13 pixels. 14, right? Okay. I need a separator, therefore I'm going to add a small separator to the right side. Border right 1 pixel, solid border in white color. Okay, that will add a separator. Now this was a menu, right? This was a list. You can see this is unordered list, but how it looks like now? It looks like menu. You can add the hover effect. You can add your hover effect by your own. Try to do this first and then add the hover effect. Hover means when you move the mouse, the changes. You can add them. Okay, let's try this quickly. Okay, one thing is that you have to close the curly braces. The second thing is you have applied the this to entire menu. Entire menu means this entire section.
The white section?
Yeah, you have applied that to the entire section. That's why the entire section is showing the color. Here you are saying for menu. Do you need menu to hover or menu under in the menu the list items? I think you have to apply it to menu, then UL, then LI, right? How to tell that? You have to nest like this. You have to tell the menu. Inside that there's a UL. Inside that there's a LI. To that only you can apply this hover style. Understood? Otherwise, what will happen? Menu inside that's the UL, inside that the LI. Otherwise, it will apply to the entire menu. Now see. Now see it. Refresh it. Okay, now it's applied only to that. Okay. So I think we have done today's work with that. Right. I think with that we have finished today's part. Right. We have just done that, and you can apply this menu to a page now, because you know the basic how to do that, how to apply, and you can apply this to a page now and decorate the page nicely. And there are many things like you can apply this to tables, you can apply this to the previous web pages that you made and do the changes. It's totally up to you. Yes.
Can we make it underline when we click on it?
Yeah, you can make it underline. You can put maybe when you click, if you want to underline, what you need to do, you can say text decoration underline.
Okay.
Or you can just say border bottom. You can apply a border, even border bottom 1 pixel solid white. So then a border will appear. Or if you want to underline, text decoration underline. So that can be done. So all these things, you can experiment on this. Okay, I'll stop from here for today then. So do the experiment and come up with nice results next day. If you have questions, you can forward it to me as well.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll stop. Then have a nice day. Bye.
Have a nice day, sir.